Morning. So today we're gonna do one of those old-fashioned potager updates, and I'm excited about it. I feel like it's been at least months. But before we go to the potager, a couple things on the porch that are kind of fun this morning. Hold on, let me show you. First thing, I have flowers on my tomato. Isn't that precious? This is, what is this one? I think this is one of the dwarfs. Cherry Falls. Cherry Falls, that's one of the basket tomatoes. I mean, I think I'm gonna leave it, right? And and then another one is the Sun Gold. I mean, it's been potted up twice. It's a good healthy size. What do you think about me leaving it? Anyway, second thing I want to show you is a beautiful rose. My Bliss Parfuma has bloomed. This is a fresh bloom, and I saw it this morning, and it about knocked my socks off. I wasn't wearing socks, but can you see it? Can you see? Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. I know. It's like a ray of sunshine. Literally, it's a ray of sunshine, so. Okay, on to the tour. Let's go. Also, there's going to be a lot of noise in the background because somebody's doing dirt work or property clearing, or they're doing something noisy, which is rude. Why aren't they doing something else? It's Monday. I took the day off. I took Friday off. I took today off. Okay, we're here. I'm going to tell you, I'm so excited about this potager because for the first time in, well, this is my third season. The other 2 seasons, this time of year, the potager was empty. It was bald because I wasn't growing 12 months. I think I have successfully grown things. I guess by the end of March, 1st of April, successfully I have grown things all 12 months. So, I'm proud of myself anyway. Okay, let's have a look. First of all, I can clean up that junk all I want to. It's just going to go back there. Junk is just gonna live there, that's fine. And my bowl gourds, that needs to go in the compost. I don't know why I keep holding on to old grody things. This one's okay. I mean, it's fine. Anyway, the pollen is everywhere. It's pollen season. I need to power wash that pillow. But anyway, coming inside, I think I have figured out a plan for the flooding. These pavers that I put down, I think is the reason why it's flooding, because they're much higher than the rest of the ground. That center 2 pavers there, I think I'm going to take out that strip of pavers. That way water can exit. The bench is up on blocks. My junk is up on blocks. Water can pass through. It's an idea. Anyway, so on to the things that are growing. Graham Thomas. Hello, lovely. Hi, baby. And a couple more up there that are gonna open soon. Graham Thomas is beautiful, by the way. So starting where I always start here, I'm gonna have some of that Salvia farinaceae, that bluebell, blooming really soon. This stuff overwintered, and I think it was pretty much ding-dang evergreen. I've got some dazzling blue kale that I popped in here. All of my lettuces. This is the Farmer's Market blend from Botanical Interest. Look at all that lettuce ready for picking. Look how pretty. These are the most gorgeous lettuces you've ever seen. So those are oak leaf, and then I think this is black-seeded Simpson. I don't know the names of the other curly spotted ones, but so pretty. I have some sprinkled in here too, but the day that I seeded, I saw lots of birds around, and I think most of the seeds got ate, obviously. This is some Paris Island romaine. A lot of them actually got killed out by Elliot. These are the survivors, because I know I planted at least 2 million that day, one by one. That's all that's left. I do want to plant my green beans soon. We're warm enough. I think green beans, bush beans, pole beans, all the beans, rattlesnake beans, Kentucky beans, calypso beans. This is going to be beans and lettuce. I did plant some Chef's Choice lettuce mesclun mix that day as well, and the birds were watching. Yeah, I think that is one of the things, but who knows. This green mass here is my yarrow, Achillea. Makes a pretty white flower, and it's medicinal. And this brown mound is my lemongrass. And yesterday when I was cleaning up, I saw this, and I broke off a piece and smelled it, and that's lemongrass. So underneath all that dead, that lemongrass did survive our winter, and that's fantastic. This moundy mess of weeds is actually oregano. Don't buy the Bulgaria oregano from Baker Creek. You don't need it because it doesn't taste good. It has no aroma, no oils, no oregano oils in it. It's just useless unless you need a ground cover carpet. That's what that is. I've got some lemon balm coming back. Really, that should be in a pot because that's crazy. So yesterday I weeded, I put down wood ash, and I mulched from that pile right there. It's almost done, of those chopped up trees that have been sitting there for 2 years. Look how beautiful this mulch is. It's basically compost. That's what the trees did after 2 years. That's beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. So you remember I shoveled in a bunch of that sandy orange fill dirt from that pile way over there. Yeah, that pile. Okay, so I filled in with that gross dirt, grew some things. Then I put in the wood ash yesterday, and I put this beautiful mulch on top, and I think in a couple of weeks, maybe a month from now, when my squashes go out, my summer squashes and winter squashes, that's going to be amazing stuff. Anyway, back to the vegetables. I'm yapping again. This is my Sun King broccoli, and it's doing pretty good. I'm letting it flower because I didn't have anything for the pollinators. Now there's more things for the pollinators, especially with all my loropetalums blooming along the fence. But anyway, we have little, I come and break off these little florets and just eat them. They're just basically snacks at this point. And they are kind of ugly and messy, especially when the seed pods come. It's just not very attractive at all, but that's fine. Seed pods are edible too, but I'm gonna let these go to seed so I can collect seed for the fall. Anyway, Sun King broccoli. I do have some mustard, giant red mustard greens there. All these little lettuces are Little Gem, which is a tiny romaine. And then I have some radicchio. This is Rogue di Verona. You can see the pretty coloring on the leaves. It's beautiful. It's supposed to make a little head, but it hasn't done it yet. More Little Gem. I did plant some sugar and pea along the fence there. Some snowbird pea there. This is my old-fashioned mustard greens, kind of a curly mustard. It is tasty. I have had some. I do probably need to harvest, like cut it back so it can flush back out again. But yeah, it's doing good. And when I moved in all this stuff, this good stuff, the ash and the wood mulch, I guess I got some red ants in there because this was here this morning. So the ants are trying to move in. It's very annoying, super annoying. Along the fence here, my peas are doing really well. Those are sugar snap peas that bounced back after Winter Storm Elliott. It's kind of hard to see. I don't want to walk in the beds because they're freshly mulched. So maybe I'll show you the peas when we get to the other side. So plenty of space here. This is all going to be squashes. Squashes, squashes, and more squashes. We've got more achillea over here. And of course, giant tickseed trees I need to pull out. Now, this area kind of got stomped on and smushed down when we were weeding. This is where I have my asparagus. So hopefully my asparagus didn't get smushed and then it'll come back up. Look at these strawberries. I have all the strawberries. I'm so excited about it. I think that one's ready. That one's close. Let's see. I have to put these bags on them so the ants and the bugs and everything, these are mine. Oh, look at those. Nice. There are a few more that need to go in bags, and I need to get out my bags. Look at that beauty. That needs to be in a bag. And there's so many babies. So many babies. I love it. Yeah, we are strawberry rich right now. I have heard that strawberries are actually a good companion for asparagus. They shade and cool the ground, and then the asparagus can come up through it. I saw it on a video. Anyway, it's amazing. Onions. This is my Texas Grano 502. And I see them maybe trying to bulb up a little bit. We have some bulbage going on. There's still more tick seed that needs to be cleaned out. But I am pleased with these onions so far. I'm pleased that I've kept them alive, mostly. Anyway. Okay, this green stuff here is turnips. And they're probably need to be picked. I don't know. I mean, they're doing, look at that. Hey, I got some turnips. Well, there you go. I've never grown turnips before. I think this is my big one here. Look at that. That's a real turnip. I'm so excited. So excited. Anyway, I grew turnips. Another one I'm excited about is these ding dang radishes. Look at these white icicle radish. Look how pretty that is. And I've been waiting till I do this tour to pick them. So now that I've done this tour, I promise I'm sober. It's like 9:30 in the morning. But now that I've done this tour, I can pick those and eat them. Yeah. They're not as spicy as a lot of radishes, but they're very tasty. So that's the white icicles. And then I had some spinach that tried to do something, and it just didn't do it. This is the Bloomsdale longstanding. It just never really took off, and now it's bolting because we've been so warm. So I'll just let that go to seed. That's spinach. Lots of blank space here. Oh, along the fence, I have some green arrow pea that bounced back after Winter Storm Elliott. And I think have a pea pod. Yeah, I'll show you when we get to the other side. There's a pea pod. Yesterday, I planted some Oregon Sugar Pod 2 peas that had sprouted. Lots of blank space for lots of things. Like that tower, what am I going to climb up there? I'm not sure. It could be melons. It could be cantaloupes or kajaris or something. I don't know. It's exciting. This is my Waltham 29 broccoli, the only one that survived after Elliott. Pretty little, look, it's like a sprouting broccoli. You get these little sprouts, and down here, little sprouts. Just the cutest thing. I do like to pick off of this one too and eat the little sprouts. Anyway, pretty. And this is a piece that I broke off and just stuck it in the dirt a few weeks ago, and it looks like it rooted. So maybe I'll get a second little broccoli off of the mama plant. Along the fence there is my golden sweet pea that I got from Emma Gardner, and I just planted a whole bunch more yesterday. But these two survived from the first planting. Winter Storm Elliott took the rest of them out, but these two survived. I am going to get in this bed here. I haven't mulched it yet. Just want to show you. I didn't realize the flowers were so pretty. Look how beautiful that is. So this is the golden sweet pea. It's a yellow potted pea, and that's just the most precious thing. Yeah, and the stems, you can see it's got a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. It's really pretty plant. So, and you can see the babies are already coming up. I had pre-sprouted the peas, but yeah. So peas were pre-sprouted, planted yesterday. There's zinnias. Look at that. Oh, we're gonna have zinnias pretty soon. Okay, so all this ferny stuff is my chamomile. It's doing really well. Very pleased. Got some weeds in there. And can I tell you, this bucket of carrots that was flooded, like it was underwater for days and days, maybe a week, all the carrots have sprouted now. But I'm sure the seeds got shuffled around, so those tags probably don't matter anymore. So anyway, I got carrots. I'm so excited. Yay, I thought they drowned. I thought I lost them. This is my Romanesco broccoli. This is the only one that survived from Elliott. I had like 15 of those bad boys. Anyway, this survived, but I don't know if it's going to make a head. I just think it's too warm now. I don't know. Anyway, I have a Romanesco. I also have some Russian kale, red Russian kale. So pretty. Love the purple. Love it. And then I have some regular lacinato dinosaur kale right there. I have sweet peas. Let me get my foot in here. I did plant some sweet peas. I'm waiting for them to get tall enough so that I can attach them to this first row of yarn. These are the ornamental sweet peas. Like that is a golden sweet pea. It's edible. These are the ornamental ones. These are poisonous. Don't eat those. But I thought it would look pretty to have colorful like sweet peas going over that arch. My loofahs from last year. These didn't really get to mature all the way, but anyway, they look fine. I may go ahead and peel the rest of them. They're moldy. Anyway, I could soak them in some bleach water maybe. I don't know. We'll see what I do with those. But I do need to do something because I need that bucket for plants. You can see all the tick seed trees everywhere. All that on the ground, all that green you see with your eyeballs. All this green, that's tick seed. Okay, I'm just saying. Cabbages. Cabbages are doing great. I need to pick them. I picked one the other day, my big one. And it was full of like snails and earwigs, and I just left the muck. I need to clean that out because I'm just bringing more pests, leaving it. Some of them have made heads. Like this one, the head is not formed. It's real loosey-goosey. This one, I pulled the head a few weeks ago, and it started sprouting all these new little greens that are tasty. But the main head I took out, and then all these started forming. So it will keep producing food. You can eat the leaves even after the head's gone. That one, not so much because I cut the whole thing out. But like this one's probably ready. Look how cute that is. That's hard. Yeah, that's a little cabbage ball. This one's more of a cone shape, which is what it's supposed to be. And that's firm. That's good. This one, nope, that's loosey-goosey. That one's kind of firm. So yeah, these are going to be small heads, but some of them are making heads. This one's very much a cone shape. Isn't that crazy? It's like Little Shop of Horrors. It's like, feed me, Seymour. So anyway, funny. That one tried to make a head, and then the head, I guess, got split by insects, and it just like shredded itself. It's crazy. That's crazy. But the cute little balls, the ones that made these little tiny balls, they're so cute. Anyway, love all my cabbages. They're individuals. Each one's so different. These carrots I planted like back beginning of December, end of November, and they just don't want to do things. That's fine. This is short and sweet. This one's Danvers 126. And these are doing great. The tag is gone, but this is that little round, short, fat carrot. Pongo, I don't know. Anyway, looks like they're doing really well. Anyway, my red acre cabbage back here. Since the days have been getting longer, it's really gotten larger. These little sprouts here. And the color is so pretty. But I think we're just gonna get too hot too fast to make any cabbage heads. But we'll see. I sure got a bunch of them, don't I? I didn't need 72 cabbages, but I got it. And then this is a Charleston Wakefield cabbage. Here I have Swiss chard. It's not really growing much. This is the Ford Hook Swiss chard. It's just kind of, it's gotten a little bit bigger since I planted it, but not really. I guess that says, I don't know if that's when I planted the seed 122 or when I planted it in the ground. I don't know, but it's just staring at me. Maybe it'll get bigger as the days are getting longer. My corn salad, my mache is doing pretty good. It's getting bigger. There's a little grasshopper. I've seen lots of grasshoppers. The pests are already here. This is my summer bib lettuce. Looking adorbs. Looking adorable. My red long of Tropia onions doing great. Getting a little bit of red down there. Cuteness. My kohlrabi. Kohlrabi's doing wonderful. And then dazzling blue kale. Love the colors. Dazzling blue kale and the kohlrabi look very similar. Very similar, but they're different. This is all my stuff that I still need to get planted. I won't go over everything. Like I have dill. I have some bunching onions, and I have a bunch of nasturtiums that I grew from seed. I need to get those planted out. And then just a bunch of random things. I've got some chives, garlic chives here, and one of my tomatoes. That's a red cherry back there. Red cherry tomato. More dazzling blue kale, and then I've got my Napa cabbage. It's kind of a flat disc right now, and I guess it's gonna start to elongate out of the center maybe. And I never did put the Captain Jacks on there. I need to do that. Good grief, this one's almost been eaten to the nub. So Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew, maybe today, because we're not supposed to have rain for a few days. So I'll spray those. More red onions. This one's different. This is the Italian Red of Florence. A lot redder. Gonna be really cute bunching onions. Truckus. Look at this truckus. Truckus mini romaine. Gorgeous. Love it. Love how the green, it kind of highlights like some green in the middle along with the red. I mean, oh, and a carrot. There's a black nebula carrot from last year. I did not plant seeds over there this year or even in the fall. That's last year. That's fun. More of those red onions, beautiful. And then this lettuce, the Brentwood. How pretty is that? It also will sometimes get a yellow glow in the middle, but the color. I need to pick some of these and eat them. Stuff like this, I look at it and admire it, and then it rots or goes to seed, and I'm like, oh, well, that was pretty. The whole point is to eat it, Nicole. Eat it. Tatsoi. Tatsoi is doing amazeballs. Is that a bug? Is that a... No, that's ash. Okay. Thought I sprayed them all out after I put the wood ash in here, but missed a little bit with some char. All right, anyway, Tatsoi is doing good. I have picked off a few leaves and eaten them. I like it a lot. Cilantro. And this is stuff that just reseeded from when I pulled the plants little less than a year ago. My bok choy that reseeded, this is all reseeded. It bolted because that's how warm we are in Texas. It's the beginning of March. It's crazy. It's the first week of March. More zinnias. I'm leaving the zinnias. I'm leaving all the zinnias that I find or that I see, because that way we can... I just did a whole 20 minutes of talking. I forgot to turn the camera on. So let's start over. Okay. There's mulch. This is the stuff I raked up this morning after I weed-eated. This is the wood ash. These are the leaves. All that stuff is gonna go in the compost after I stomp it down. Did I show you the pumpkins? That green stuff on top is the pumpkins. I don't even know, because I don't know when I stopped recording. Anyway, I was showing you all the weeds. Some native ryegrass there. I've got some salvia there. And then this is some cilantro that's bolted. And it's about to flower. And I would tell you, cilantro flowers are beautiful. That's so pretty. Anyway, that's gonna be beautiful. I got lots and lots of zinnias. Just gonna let those grow. Fennel. This fennel that got turned to mush by Winter Storm Elliott has bounced back from the root. I've got 3. I've got 1, 2, and then this big one here that's come back. So I will get some fennel, which is nice. And then this whole area here, when it flooded, all the seeds got shifted around in the bed. I had them a little more in rows, but I have French breakfast radish. There's a big one there. That one's ready. And I've got a whole bunch of arugula, and then I've got bib butterhead lettuce, and I'm not sure what's what in there. But I know that's a tick seed tree, or it's a marigold, because the marigolds look like tick seed trees. But I think that's a marigold. Yeah, it's gonna flower. Oh, I'm gonna get a marigold flower. Thank goodness for take 2, or I would have missed that. Look, it's a marigold. Well, there you go. Beautiful. I may dig that up and move that over to buy my tomatoes. Well, good. That means that's what this is too. I did have a marigold over here. Well, good. Let's see. Oh, Nepeta, catmint, beautiful purple flowers. Pollinators love it. That is a native ham and eggs lantana. Really pretty flowers on that one. It's a little bit of a thug, but it's pretty. And then more of that farmer's market blend of lettuces. So pretty, love it. And then I have a couple of sweet peas down here that were left over from that other arch over there where I have sweet peas. So I planted some there. All right, now let's walk around the outside before we do the beds on the inside. It's just how I do it. It makes it take forever and last longer. That's all. Anyway, so you can see everything from the outside. That lettuce, ooh. We have this frilly lettuce here. Look at that. Yeah, I need to be eating this. I've had only 1 round of it. I cut it back, and this is it bouncing back. This is one of those cut and come again. So you can mow it down. I just use scissors, mow it down, wash it, eat it, and it bounces right back. So that's cool. All right, so huge, giant red ant pile. Ugh, I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So everything looks great. Here's the sugar snap peas. They're so delicious, so crunchy, so sweet, and they're just pretty. Like, it's literally just a beautiful plant. I love pea flowers. That's why I'm excited to grow sweet peas this year. I've never had luck with sweet peas, but I think this is my year. I keep saying it, it's my year. And then this vine here, that's one of my muscadine grapes. I did see some buds on one of the grapes. I don't think it was this one. More tick seed trees. Gonna pull out those tick seed. That's definitely tick seed. And then here's my green arrow pea that survived Elliot and came back. Got a pea going on. And then there's the yellow. Oh, look at that little bug. A strange spotted insect. Anyway, that's my golden sweet pea. Okay, this one's the one that's budding. There it is. So this is my Fredonia Blue. It's a Concord type grape. And it is ready. It is ready to party. This one. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have grapes again. Yay! All right, so there's my other row of sweet peas down there. All the cabbages, all the cabbages. This is my Fredonia Blue coming on down. And then it runs into my other muscadine grape that is right there in that corner. So 2 muscadines, 1 Fredonia Blue Concord. Giant mustard leaves. Look how big that, you can see it better from back here. That's giant. Compost. Oh, look, zinnia is gonna bloom. I'm gonna let it. I know this is where I should pinch it back, but I wanna see my first zinnia in March. That'd be amazeballs. Okay, leaving that. And I think my philodendron Xanadu died. I know it had this, this oxalis was in the pot with it, but I don't see any more philodendron leaves. I think Elliot killed it because, you know, it's a tropical plant. Anyway, okay, back inside. So we'll do the beds in the middle. That first pot is my lime tree, Persian lime. It's in flower and it smells wonderful. Got some baby limes. Babe, let my fingernails are filth. Look, there. I've been digging around in here. Filth. Beautiful. This is probably my favorite flowering shrub tree. This is an improved Meyer lemon. This is my 3rd year having this lemon tree. It smells so good. The flowers are so pretty because they have that little pink tint to them. Beautiful. Bees love it. I took some good footage of bees. There's a bee asleep from yesterday, maybe. Hello. Anyway, that smells amazeballs. For the first time ever, so excited. This is my blood orange. Blood orange. I got this one last year. It's called Moro. Anyway, it didn't flower, didn't flower, didn't flower. This year it's flowering. So we may get some blood oranges. Exciting. Pots of stuff. Things, junk. This is my bay laurel. So this is the bay leaf that you use for cooking. So got it in a little pot. Get some tick seed trees. This was a pomegranate. Pomegranate got killed during Elliot, and we're just growing tick seed trees. All the tick seed trees. Anyway, this year's tomato towers. I got the area weeded. Put some wood ash down yesterday. We've got zinnias. Got this beautiful native. I did not weed whack this down this morning because it's pretty. I'm sure the bees will appreciate it. It's just a little native flower. I don't know what it is. I'm sure some of you do. And my tomatoes are doing amazeballs. So here, and something's eating it though. I do need to get out the Captain Jacks anyway. There's a San Marzano. This is a Isis Candy. Another Isis Candy behind it. And I want to show you, look at this Red Bull Brussels sprout has taken off. Look with the big leaves. That's a big, healthy, happy plant. Real excited about it. And then there's another Isis Candy there. And then here we have the Wapasina Pinnacon Peach, Pink Berkeley Tie-Dye, and the Sun Gold. And funny enough, the sun gold on the porch is blooming. This sun gold that's been in the ground for 2 weeks is not blooming yet. More zinnias. This is my lemon thyme. Seems to be loving its life in this pot. I love this pot too. Yeah, anyway, beautiful. More tick seed trees. Tick seed. So this bed is pretty much a blank slate. I do see a carrot. I planted carrots in here like last year. Looks like one decided to come up. I do have some Brussels sprouts here. This is the Catskill Brussels sprout. There's another Red Bull Brussels sprout, the purple one. See how small that is compared to this giant one over here that was planted the same day? It's loving its life. That one is not. More of the Catskill Brussels sprouts. And then some Swiss chard that I had planted, Swiss chard celebration. It's a multicolored Swiss chard. And Elliot really burnt it back really good. So, but we have a yellow one coming back. Looks like a little bit of a red one. Another red one. And then maybe a Ford hook type right there. So, but this bed is pretty much a blank slate. I can put whatever I want. I still have basils that need to come out, herbs and things. Okra will be later this year, so plenty of bed space. Now let's come over here. We'll do the circle bed last. Over here I have it's one of the red lettuces. Let me see. Red salad bowl. I had to see a tag real quick. Anyway, this is red salad bowl, looking lovely. Got some red Russian kale. This is some ruby Swiss chard. I've got some, looks like kohlrabi. More Swiss chard here, beautiful. I love the curly lettuce, it's really pretty. I need to be eating it though. Got some bolting cilantro. And then this is some of that native plant that I don't remember the name of it now. It's like Mexican something. I didn't realize it was a perennial. I just cut it back to the ground. Looks like it's coming from the root, so that's fun. Here's more of that Red Bull Brussels sprout. Not even as big as the last one we saw. So something's going on in that soil over there. Dazzling blue kale right there. Bermuda grass I need to pull out. This is Brenda's baby. This is the Brussels sprout that I sprouted from Brenda, and she's growing beautifully. She needs a name. I'll just keep calling her Brenda's baby. Anyway, same. This is, I think, one of the cabbages. Coeur d'Aubusque. I don't think I told you. This cabbage is called Coeur d'Aubusque. Anyway, the weird funky stuff is Coeur d'Aubusque. There's one there that's probably not going to do anything. Two more that aren't really going to do anything. This is more of a shady, like I said, it's a shady area over here. And I think that's a radish that maybe fell out of my pocket or something. Yeah, I don't remember putting a radish there, but there it is. Okay. So this round thing here, I love these things. We have 2 of them. They're meant to hold firewood. You're supposed to stack firewood all the way up, right? I like to use them for my hanging baskets. So I found an old liner that really, I think the squirrels have already done a number on it, but it's fine. It's got the plastic liner thing still stuck to it. This is where I'm going to put those baby tomatoes, like the Cherry Falls or something. That one that I already have blooming, maybe the Cherry Falls goes in there. I think that'd be beautiful. But I have another one, and I want to put it somewhere else with another hanging basket. I just think it's the cutest thing. Anyway, over here, this was underwater when the Potager flooded. So seeds and things got shifted around, but it's okay. Mainly, and because it's shady, they haven't grown that much. This is Georgia collards, 121. See, they're really not doing anything. This one here is that black round Spanish radish. It's actually doing pretty good. It's supposed to be really spicy too. And then I did plant some Farmer's Market blend lettuces, and as you can see, all the seeds kind of floated to the back there. So there's that back there. Man, that truck's loud. Why? That's just rude. Anyway. So there's supposed to be red giant mustard in here. Oh, I do see some red giant mustard there, but they're growing slow, and they're not growing very big because it is shaded. And then here I have daikon radish. So these are gonna get big and long and penetrate down deep into the soil, hopefully. And then over here, I'm supposed to have more, more Georgia collards, but look, some of the lettuce got over here. That looks like a black-seeded Simpson. So we'll see. It's just a hodgepodge of things at this point. I did forget to mention over here, I did plant some peas, some sweet peas. There's some sweet peas there, and another Red Bull Brussels sprout there. That is something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Looks like a bean. It could be a blue butterfly pea. That wouldn't surprise me. I did have blue butterfly peas. As you can see, the pea pods are still there. Anyway, I have not got the ladder out so I can take all the rest of that down. And then I planted some snow peas here, and I haven't put the tag out yet. Luckily, I have the video to help me remember what snow, I think it's snowbird. I was planting snowbird and I just had way too many peas. So that's snowbird peas there. In these two pots was my plumeria, beautiful white tropical Hawaiian flower. And it got too cold. I think we put them in the garage during Elliot, and I think the garage just got too cold. So this is rotten, but it does have some salvia farinaceae blue better growing in it. So I will cut these stalks down to the ground, top them off, and maybe put some of my dwarf tomatoes or micro tomatoes in there. Anyway, now the circle bed needs to be weeded horribly, horribly bad, needs to be weeded. Anyway, my bird of paradise, I think, got killed by the winter. All the plants went in the garage, and they really should have gone into the man cave. But my bird of paradise, I can use that pot for something else, though. That's the same pot as the winter time over there. You can stand it up, or you can lay it on its side, and things spill out. It's pretty. This is a blue salvia. I don't remember the name, but it gets really pretty blue flowers. It's coming back beautifully. I've got some crocosmia there. My agave is trying to come back. Also, my golden edge duranta is coming back from the root. It gets killed back every winter and then comes back from the root. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. This is a mum, a white mum, and it is spreading. It's just gonna spread all over. Love it. And then this is a rose. Oh, St. Patrick. It's a beautiful yellow rose, has a little bit of a green tinge to it, really pretty. And then this is my fig that I got from one of my subscribers, Johanna. The other one died. I don't remember if it's the Celeste or the brown turkey because the tag faded and then I lost track. Anyway, it's beautiful. Another rose, yellow rose. I don't remember the name of it, but it is pretty. This is some Russian sage, some sad Russian sage, and a sunflower, also a sunflower in my dead dragon fruit. I am so sorry, Moni Momo. Like the others, this was put in the garage, not the man cave, and I think Elliot killed it. There's a little bit of green at the bottom, but I am so sorry that you trusted this with me, your dragon fruit, and I killed it. I'm so sorry. More chrysanthemum down there. This is a yellow rose called Gilded Sun. Everything is leafing out nicely. I do need to get out my clippers and cut all this dead, all the things that are dead. And see how these leaves are kind of yellow and not very healthy. I'll probably cut this stem off as well. These are garlic chives. Fun. My hypertufa pots. The dog's gonna yell at the neighbors. I really want something fun and cute to put in these hypertufa pots, man. They're gorgeous, and I just let weeds. They don't have drainage holes, but there's got to be something I can plant in there. This is another rose that smells beautiful. It's called Eternal Flame. Smells really, really good, but all the moisture and humidity looks like get some pretty bad black spot. I need to put some neem oil on that. And we have my Gerber daisies coming back. They got burnt pretty bad by Elliot, and I didn't think any of them were going to survive. I think one that's over there by that hypertufa pot is dead. It never leafed back out. I had like 4 Gerber daisies, but this one bounced back nice, and it's going to flower. So there. See? So we're going to have a Gerber daisy. Looks like I have one money plant seed that I've planted seeds, and it's gonna grow. That's a money plant. There's a rose. I also planted poppies from the Antique Rose Emporium. I seeded poppies, and I don't know what poppy seedlings look like. I mean, I'm gonna have to look that up again, because when I pull weeds, I don't want to pull any poppies in case I actually get poppies. Like, these kind of look like poppies, don't they? Anyway, that's gonna be fun to figure out. And then these sky blue lily bulbs that I planted, they've come up. I don't know if they're gonna bloom, but they came up. And I think that's really, oh, and then this shrub. This is a white margin snow rose. Put my foot in here. That's a white margin snow rose. Beautiful variegated foliage. It kind of reminds me of a boxwood, but it's got variegated foliage, and then it'll put on tiny little white flowers. Really pretty. My Comte de Chambord rose that I talked about in my garden tour, or my full property tour, I want to dig underneath this windmill and plant it there, and that way I can train the canes around and then have all those beautiful hot pink fragrant roses around that. Anyway, it's my butterfly. It's solar. So, have I talked about everything? So this is the part where I wonder if I've talked about everything, and then as soon as I get in the house, I'm like, oh man, I wanted to talk about such and such. It's probably what's gonna happen again here too. I'm looking, there's not a whole lot going on, but for this time of year, there's a lot going on for me anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. I don't know if they'll become weekly just yet. There's still not a whole like, things will probably still look the same next week. It's in the summer when things are just like crazy wild. Like, every week it's something crazy. I make it sound more exciting than it is. Anyway, I'm just yapping right now. Okay, well, I've enjoyed this. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.